there lived a man in a village. He was a farmer. He earned money by selling his fruits and vegetables. One day, he came to know that there is a demand for apples in the nearby town. Therefore, he decided to sell his apples in that town and make good money out of it. In the next morning, he left his house to go to the nearby town to sell his apples. He started early because he had to walk through a dense forest before getting into the town. It was a tiring journey, and it was almost evening when he walked through the forest. During his journey, he met a fellow seller who sold his fruits in that town. The apple vendor inquired about the sale and the whereabouts of the town. The apple vendor came to know that the town's gate and that it would be closed at sunset. The poor apple seller panicked when he calculated the distance yet to be covered and the less time duration left for the town gate to be closed. Therefore, he made a mental plan to hurry up and reach the town gate on time. Walking fastly, he came to a riverbank, and the town's gate was visible at the other bank of the river. However, he could not cross the fast-moving waters in the river with the load of apples. It was about to sunset. The man started looking here and there to find a way to cross the river. Just then his eyes fell on a boatman who was waiting for passengers. The apple seller quickly got into the boat and asked the boatman to hurry up so that he could reach the town gate in time. At that moment, a Buddhist monk also got in the boat to cross the river. As they both sat in the boat, the boatman started rowing. The water was rough, and so the boatman was struggling his level best to row them to the other bank of the river. When the apple vendor saw that the sun has started to sink in, he panicked and said to the boatman, "Kindly row the boat fast, only then I will be able to enter the town and sell my apples. Please make it fast." The boatman said, "Sir, I am already doing my best. I can't go faster than this." But the apple vendor was not satisfied and continued to pressure the boatman to row fast. The monk in the boat was sitting patiently. He was watching the apple vendor's emotions. To pacify him, the monk told, "My friend, don't be impatient, and don't force the boatman to sail fast. I am also going to that town. Don't worry, be patient, we will reach the town on time." The apple vendor looked at the monk surprisingly. He said, "Sir, do you know that the gate of the town will be closed after sunset? There are only few minutes left. If we will not hurry, then we will not reach there." The monk smiled and said, "Friend, if you will go fast, then you will not reach there, but if you will go slow, then you will definitely reach the town." This confused the man. He did not understand why going slow would be better. In just a few minutes, they reached the other side of the river, but there was still some distance to be covered to reach the gate of the town. The apple vendor jumped out of the boat and started running towards the town gate, but, in his haste, he tripped over a stone, fell down on the ground. His apples were scattered everywhere and he was injured badly. There were blood and bruises all over his body. He could not get up and hurry to the gate. Helplessly he watched the town gate being closed. The agony of not reaching in time, the injury and the fresh apples scattered all around made him cry. The monk who had reached the town gate in time, but instead of entering the town, he chose to help the poor apple vendor. The monk treated his wounds with herbs and gave him a drink of water. The monk and the apple vendor had to spend the night together and wait for the door to be opened at dawn. The apple vendor was feeling better after some time. When they were sitting together at night, the monk said to the man, "My friend, that is why I was telling you that if you will go fast, then you will not reach there, but if you will go slow, then you can reach." There were few minutes left for the gate to close. However, had you gone slow and patiently, then you would have reached in the town. If we see in our lives, we may face a similar situation. There is no shortcut to success, the path to it is tiresome. But people are always driven by the idea of instant success. They rush towards the goal with heads on heels, but they stumble very often and fail, just a moment before succeeding or achieving the goal. However, those who keep patience and steadily keep trying for success tend to reach the goal. Accomplishments earned through hard work tend to last longer. Therefore, one should never rush to achieve success or reach the goals. If you proceed with patience and persistence, you will undoubtedly reach your destination. Thank you.